Welcome to AG's Ace. There is a smell of revenge about the final of the World Test Championship between India and New Zealand as it will unfold in England by mid-June. And we'll go into reasons why. Also, a little bit about what this World Test Championship has been all about and some controversies surrounding it, which incidentally involved Mr. Virat Kohli and Mr. Anil Kumble. So there is a past history to it, which adds the spice. Let's take a look at how things will unfold. Now, the WTC has been introduced. Let's get this right. The World Test Championship, or WTC, has been introduced. Why? To bring context to bilateral Test cricket. Every game in a series will count for points, and the WTC honors the importance of the longest format of the game, which incidentally has taken quite a beating as the shorter formats have kicked on, and except for possibly England and Australia, the crowds have also dwindled in the other parts of the world, so that's a big worry. Now, so the WTC aims to change that, and how that it will ensure a pinnacle event for the format, just as the World Cups for men and women in the ODI and T20 formats. The WTC final will take place at the Aegis Bowl in Southampton from June 18th to the 22nd. Now, the reason why there is a smell of revenge about it is that it gives India a chance to level with the Kiwis after being eliminated in the ODI 2019 World Cup semi-final, and that was very heartbreaking, not only for Virat Kohli and his men, but for the rest of India, which was pretty sure that Virat would reach the final and hopefully the team will win the World Cup. That never happened. So coming back, the ICC Cricket Committee, led by former India captain Kumble, decided, this is the controversy, decided during the COVID-forced lockdown last year that the WTC league standings would be determined by the percentage of points earned by teams. In simpler terms, the percentage points were introduced to change the rankings, and that really irked Virat Kohli. Now, disappointed after India's humiliating loss against England in the opening test in Chennai, Virat took a dig at the world body of cricket, which is the ICC, during a post-match. India slumped to 4th spot in the latest ICC World Test Championship points table at that point in time, after losing the first test against England. So Virat was very angry, and when Virat is angry, then he speaks his mind, and here are two juicy quotes. So the first quote said, "Nothing changes for us. If suddenly the rules can change when you are in lockdown, nothing is in your control at all. The only thing that you are in control is what you do on the field. We are not bothered about the table or things that are going on in the outside. For some things, there's no logic." And his anger was palpable. "You can have debate for hours and as much as you want, but only thing you can control as a side to an extent is playing good cricket. And that's our only focus, regardless of who's on top of the table." Now, so this became a classic Virat versus Anil Kumble, because Kumble was heading that panel, which basically decided on behalf of the ICC that there will be change in percentage points. Of course, no motives can be attributed to Kumble, but the fact is that it created quite a buzz, and there has been a rift between these two gentlemen in the past. So during his tenure as the head coach of the Indian men's senior cricket team from 2016 to 2017, it was speculated that Kumble and Virat did not see eye to eye on many instances. Kumble had claimed that Virat was not too pleased with his coaching style. If these rumors are to be believed, then the two cricketers were involved in a difference of opinion prior to the Champions Trophy final against arch rivals Pakistan regarding what had to be done after winning the toss. Pakistan had outplayed India in that contest to win their maiden ICC Champions Trophy title, which made things even worse for Virat. Notably, Kumble's tenure as India's head coach hardly lasted only a year, as he stepped down from the position after the Champions Trophy got over. Although the duo had ended their differences after Kohli invited Kumble for his wedding a few years ago, it seems that Virat's annoyance with the bowling legend has not ended entirely. Now, in comes Ravi Shastri at that point in time, the head coach, who says, "Please don't shift the goalposts. We are sitting on top of the table with 360 points. In the percentage system, you've got to go to Australia and beat Australia. If you don't beat Australia, you come back home and beat England 4-0. You get to 500 points, you still don't qualify. We have had to dig deep. We've had to go down every hole to find water. We found it and earned our stripes to be in the final of the WTC the biggest trophy in the world with 520 points. So don't ask me about the next cycle. First, address this cycle. This was before India qualified, but it showed the background and what was going on in the minds of the key men involved. So Anil Kumble, Virat, and Ravi Shastri. Sunil Gavaskar, at that point in time, batting for his former colleague, said that Ravi has got the ability to give so much confidence to youngsters, it's unbelievable. If he believes in their ability and talent, there is no better man than Ravi to give encouragement to that youngster. He also said, then you have Bharat Arun. When you talk to some of the seam bowlers who did splendidly during the second half of the Australia tour, they're full of praise for Bharat as to how he guided them. Spend as much time possible with Ravi and Bharat Arun. There are no better persons than these two when you're having self-doubts, Gavaskar said. Now, India and New Zealand did battles in the semi-final of the 2019 World Cup at the Old Trafford Cricket Stadium in Manchester. And the two teams are set to relive the contest only this time. It will be in the final of the World Test Championship, which sounds very exciting. Now, where my take is concerned, I believe India's test performance has been brilliant, beating Australia on their turf 2-1 when Virat was unavailable, and then injuries to some key players did not stop them. Ajinkya Rahane, of course, played a brilliant hand as the captain. Then beating England at home 3-1 was creditable after losing the first test at Chennai quite badly. Pitches did come for criticism, but not the performance. Now, if India can beat the Kiwis in the final, it would be some form of revenge after losing the semis to them in the ODI World Cup. India has the bowling firepower now to take on the best. Lethal and varied pace attack, plus the best off-spinner in the world in Ashwin and the best fielder in the world in Jadeja, who is, of course, a brilliant all-rounder, helps India's cause. It was always said, your bowlers need to get those 20 wickets to win, and now India has the attack. Batting is not a problem, provided the first three set up a stand. Moreover, Ravi and his team will have another eye on the ICC T20 World Cup, which follows later in the year. Now, where it will be held is another question, but it will be on. Now, if India managed to win both major ICC titles in two vastly different formats, it will rubber stamp their position as the best cricket team in the world right now. And that would be absolutely fantastic, not only for Team India, but for millions of fans who follow cricket in India and hopefully elsewhere too. Thanks for watching AG's Ace. We'll keep a close eye on the WTC final as it unfolds. Take care. Stay safe.